Hey guys, it's Amanda, also known as Amateur Aries, and today I'm doing a question and answer. I've written them down like 3 or 4 questions I've gotten and received. I have actually done this video before, but there was fluttering in the background, and I'm trying to make sure that doesn't happen. From the looks of it, there is no fluttering in the background at the current moment. So I think we're good. Otherwise, we're going to have to film this all over again. For anyone who's new to my channel, I am a beauty, health, mental health, and lifestyle channel. So if you're into mental health just alone and you're watching this for that, know that I'm also a beauty channel, so you will be seeing makeup videos on this channel. So let's get into these questions and answers so it doesn't take too long. These are general questions that I've received that's mixed with mental and just in general. So let me get to these. Rex Constantino. Did I say that right? Or is it Constantine? Because I wrote it down. I wasn't sure what I wrote down. So here we are. My IQ. I do not know my IQ, for anyone who's wondering. I don't. I like to think that I'm intelligent, but I'm not intelligent with the general information that we need to know as human beings, like math or English or stuff like that. I know that I'm not intelligent with that stuff. I'm not good at math whatsoever. I have the hardest time even adding things, let alone subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. So math is not a thing for me. I failed it on my SATs when I took it. I'm not good at the generalization of English. Like when they say, what is the adjective, or what is the noun, or what is this and that in this paragraph, blah, 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 blah. When it comes to that stuff, I'm not good at it. Don't ask me any questions. I won't be able to concentrate long enough to read it. Let's just say like that, to be able to give you an answer. I am good at writing. When I was in school, I was always excellent at writing. I don't know why. I was just really, really good at writing. When I was taking the SATs, that was what I got the most points from. I even got comments saying masterpiece, this, extremely well written, and I got all those type of compliments, which is great because it's all I ever really did in my classroom was write. So it was a thing I did. Next question was, did I have trouble reading and speaking as a child? Yes, I was heavily bullied for stuttering. You wouldn't be able to tell now because most times I edit out when I stutter and just repeat the word afterwards, but I do have a stuttering issue. I have a speech impediment. I do this because it's just the stuttering part. Oh, and words. I have some words I cannot say for the life of me, and I'll get to that in a second. I did have a really big stuttering problem when I was a child. It was a nervous tic almost. The more nervous I got, the more I stuttered. And that made it problematic because a lot of times it was my father yelling at me for stuttering, and then I would stutter more. So, what helped me was learning to concentrate on my words. I don't stutter as much as I used to in the past. I definitely learned to concentrate, focus on words, and I used to sing a lot, so that kind of helped me like strengthen my whatever makes it stutter. I know you can learn how to stop stuttering, but I don't know the terms or the science of it, but I used to sing a lot, and that would help me in the end because I never stuttered during this when I was singing. The words I couldn't speak for a very long time. I had the most difficult words for me was deodorant. I would say deodorant, and I do not know why I could not get my tongue around that word. But I really had it. One day I really decided I wanted to learn how to say that word, so I would have to really focus on saying deodorant. And it would, literally, I'm not kidding you when I say it was deodorant for me. And manipulate. I still have difficulties with that one. I have to say it very slow in order to get it out of me. Manipulate. It used to be manemina. No joke. It was manemina. Synonyms I have difficulty saying. I used to have trouble saying other words, and I cannot remember them. Animal was one of them. It was anino. And I guess from what my dad said, ketchup was one. I don't know how I said it, but he said that I had difficulty saying ketchup. So yes, I just had words I just couldn't say, and there's still some today that I can't say. I don't know what they are because I block them out of my mind, honestly, so I don't have to be embarrassed about them. So yeah, I had extreme, not extreme, I had a speech impediment. I wouldn't say it's extreme at all because I learned to get out of it. Reading. I was a very slow learner when I was younger. I had troubles concentrating. I don't know if that's an ADD thing or if that's part of my schizophrenia. I heard that you can obtain ADD with schizophrenia or ADD symptoms with schizophrenia, but I'm not sure if I'm at that level. I mean, Zach thinks so because I literally can't sit still for more than 10 minutes without doing something else. but I had a hard time concentrating, and I had a very, very, very hard time reading. I was so bad that I was behind my class and behind the ESC classes which I had to take as well because of my slow learning. That my dad had to buy Hook on Phonics with the little money that they had, so he could start sitting down with me and trying to teach me how to read. And it worked. Hooked on Phonics worked for me, but it took a good while for me to process the words and learn them. So I did have quite a bit of difficulties reading. I don't think I started learning how to read or learning and grasping reading until I was 8 years old, which in my school was really old for learning how to read. Like, kids were learning to read at 5, 6, and 7 at my school. So it was just like, why am I so slow? Next questions. Those are more of the mental ones that I can explain with my mental disorder. Sorry I'm moving so much, my legs are a little uncomfortable. But these next ones are more of just generalized questions that I get on my channel. And this is from Nil. Nil? N-I-L? Hope I'm pronouncing that right. What is my accent? Is it Russian? I never knew I had an accent. I was born in Wisconsin, United States. I moved to Florida when I was 6, and now I'm up here in Georgia, and I moved here when I was 26. So I don't think I have an accent. I've been asked multiple times by not just people on the channel, but in real life if I have an accent. I think it's another nervous tick thing. When I meet new people, I either have a Scottish accent or a Russian accent whenever I speak to them. And it goes away after I get more comfortable with them, but I notice it just happens out of nowhere. It's not like I'm trying to gain attention. It just kind of happens. Like, it just word vomit kind of situation, just with an accent. I got a really bad itch. My husband's noticed it, my exes noticed it, but it would literally gradually go away after the more comfortable I was with them, because I get very uncomfortable around new people sometimes, and then there's times where I'm just perfectly happy with meeting new people. It's depending on the day, but I do notice that sometimes accents come out when I'm talking with certain words, and I do not have control over it. So when I say it's Russian, if it sounds Russian, I guess it sounds Russian. If it sounds Scottish, I guess it sounds Scottish. What I have in me, heritage-wise, is I am German, Polish, Irish, Russian, Scottish, and English. So, all of those. My biggest ones is German. I'm 50% German, 12.5% English, 12.5% Scottish, and a little bit of in between of the others. My dad thinks that we are a little bit more Russian than is let on, because we learned a little bit more about our ancestors on my dad's father's side, and we learned that we came from the Russia-Polish area, and that his grandparents were of the Russian-Polish race, so who knows? We don't know fully. So I am born here in the United States. If I have an accent, it is not controlled. A lot of people like it. A lot of people are just confused by it when I say I'm born in the United States. My dad doesn't have a Russian accent. My dad actually grew up with an English accent because my grandma came from England. And so he just grew up because he was around it. He doesn't sound like he has one now because he grew out of it. Next question, which I actually get a lot about, is my contacts. Are these contacts, do I use them for cosmetics or do I use them to see? I use them to see, believe it or not. These are contacts. My regular eye color is hazel. They turn from dark brown to like a moss green color, and it all depends on what they want to do. I don't have control over it. I wear blue contacts because I like, if I'm paying that much money for contacts, I'm paying for contacts that have different colors in them. I'm not going to spend almost $200 not to have something interesting in my life and having a little quirk to it. I prefer contacts over my glasses, but my contacts have gotten to the point where I need to get stronger ones to see better, so I've been wearing my glasses more during vlogs and stuff like that. I don't wear them all the time because they're going in and out during the day, where sometimes I can see and sometimes I can't see, and that's not because of dryness, it's just because they're not as strong as they used to be. They're like a year and a half old, and I just don't have the money to go purchase more contacts, which next time I'll probably get blue. If I can get more than one, I'll get blue, and probably they have a red one now, and I just think that'd be really cool to have, because, yeah. My contacts are by the Air Optics brand. They fit for my eyes, and they are for my vision. So yes, I just wanted you guys to know that, because a lot of you guys think that they're real colors, and I really wish they were. It's a very pretty blue. So that is all that I've gotten for you. So it's gonna cover all that information. See, I write all this stuff down when I'm supposed to film and stuff like that, because otherwise I'll forget. So I hope that you guys like this questions and answers. I hope I filled some of the questions you guys might have, and for any of those who would like to ask me questions, just don't like to leave in comments. That's what I got for you so far. So if you have any other more questions to ask me, feel free to put them down in the comments below. I might answer them, and when I do, I might write them down also, so later on I could do it in a video just in case anyone's questioning and just haven't seen the comments. So like, comment, and subscribe if you like to see more videos like this, and also hit that thumbs up button so that I might hit that algorithm. Bye!